Okay, so this is the TIPS program meeting between the mentor and my mentees. I'm Dr. Takapan and
JC Ward.
Juan Carlos Victoria.
okay. So I would like you guys to share with us the information that you've learned so far from your experience as a mentee from the beginning of your mentorship up to today.
Me first?
Yes.
Okay. I would definitely say that it's been a ride. When I first started out, I was in a different district and they did things a little differently. But I'm really liking the way that Compton does it. At first, I was really annoyed by all the assignments that we have. But after going through it, it does make sense as to why we have these things. And I actually really like the reflections because it really does make me think about all of the things, even like the small things that I'm doing as a teacher and how I can fix it or how it affects the classroom. But yeah, I definitely feel like I've had fun and I've definitely learned from this experience.
Good to know. How about Mr. Victoria?
I think for me, I've grown quite a bit actually through this whole experience. As JC also said, I came from a different district and started my induction journey in a different district. And I feel like the way TIPS has structured everything has forced me to take more ownership of like my induction process, and I think from that I've actually been able to become a better teacher from it, whether it comes to reflections, structuring lessons, and just the overall mindset that TIPS kind of prompts you to create and emphasizes you to create. I've grown a lot over the last year or so.
I think I've also grown a lot in terms of adjusting with you guys because I'm in the secondary level, and that working with both of you come from different schools and different grade levels also, I think it opened my perspectives about the unique challenges that each of you encountered, and I observed or saw them during my observation in your classes. I am terribly impressed by your patience, your creativity, and seeing how kids actually are learning in your class. And I can only wish that, I wish that all middle school teachers are like that, and that these students will fall under my class when they come to high school level. So I know that it was not a smooth ride. There are many challenges that you also experience, and could you share with us like one of the main or major challenge that you encountered during the mentorship program in your career?
I would say honestly kind of what Juan was saying about being forced to really be a part of the induction program. The last district that I was with, I definitely was a part of it, but I felt like the assignments were very like, just have this assignment done so we have this information in there. But with these assignments, it's a lot more detailed and I have to really, really dig deep into what I'm doing. I have to make sure that I'm actually hitting all the points that I didn't even realize that I either didn't hit or I did hit, stuff like that. So I think just like adjusting to being a teacher in general and going from just being, this one person that doesn't necessarily have an entire class to deal with, but now going into that, I have a bunch of kids that I need to make sure that I'm taking care of and teaching, and that's a challenge within itself.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree. Like, it is a challenge to go from like, from my experience, my mentor in my last district was actually kind of prompted to like, they do all the writing, they fill out all the documentation. So to go from that to like, oh, it's now on me, on top of everything else, on top of adjusting to a brand new grade level, brand new district and everything, that's been quite a challenge. But I feel like after the first semester, I've been able to like really step up and like kind of go beyond that. But yeah, no, it's definitely been a lot of adjusting to like the demand of the induction program and the job as a whole.
I think you were actually like great in terms of